So we're going to take a look here at number 8 again. We're finding the equation of the axis of symmetry of the parabola 4f of x equals x squared minus 6, except this time, this alternative method, instead of looking at our given equation as being in standard form, let's go ahead and rewrite it in vertex form. All right, so we're still going to try to find our vertex. And again, just for review, the vertex is defined as the point h, comma, k. So what we want to do is let's take the given equation and write it in vertex form. And if it's in vertex form, we can quickly identify what the vertex is and then therefore quickly identify what h is so we can come up with the equation for our axis of symmetry. So vertex form generally is defined as f of x equals a times quantity x minus h squared plus k. All right, and if we're given as our starting equation f of x equals x squared minus 6, all I'm going to do is simply subtract 0 from x, and that will give us vertex form, because I think you will agree that we can add 0 or subtract 0 from anything without changing its value, right? 5 plus 0 is still 5, and 4 minus 0 is still 4. Just because we add 0 or subtract 0, we don't change the initial value that we started with. And that's kind of the idea that we're using here. So what we're going to do is rewrite what we were given like this. We'll say x minus 0 squared minus 6. All right, so we added or subtracted, in this case, 0, so we're not changing the value of what's inside, of what's being squared here. All we're doing is changing what the form looks like. And now that we've subtracted 0 from x, this looks an awful lot like vertex form, doesn't it? We have x minus h, that quantity being squared, plus or minus k. And once we're in this form, we can quickly identify what our vertex is, can't we? We can see that our h value is 0, our k value is negative 6, and once you have your vertex to get the axis of symmetry for a parabola that opens up or down, all you have to do is define the equation x equals h, but we know what h is, don't we? So all we have to do is drop that value into our equation. We get x equals 0, which is exactly what we got in method 1. X equals 0 is our axis of symmetry. So again, take a look at this, see if you like it. Some people don't, and you may prefer the first method that we used, and either way, you get the same answer. So that's kind of what's nice about math. Lots of different ways to get to the same answer. All right, so there's number 8. Let's take a look at number 9.